Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. Oh, y'all ready? Auntie calls Amber. Hello, Amber, Mrs. Dalton. How you doing? Yes, ma'am. I know I usually don't call you on FaceTime, but I want to know if I could talk to you tonight. Why am I dressed like that? Um, it's not necessarily a happy occasion. You know, when you have to let things go, you know, people think of mourning and death just as something that happens when people leave this earth. Amen. But sometimes we have to mourn relationships. And we have to let it go. Yes, it's Miss Dalton. Yes, I know I'm usually kind of playful, but tonight I just want to have a serious conversation with you, Mrs. Dalton. And for this conversation, do you mind if I talk to Amber? Do you mind if I call you Amber, Mrs. Dalton? Okay, thank you. And the other thing I would ask, do you mind if I speak freely and from my heart tonight? This ain't nothing rehearsed. It's this from my heart. Can I talk to you freely from my heart, Amber? Okay. You're not gonna fire me or nothing else because I need my job. You know, I got my young son and everything. I need my job. So you're not gonna fire me or nothing if I say something that might not sit well with you at the time. I just ask that you, whatever I say to you, that you take it to heart and maybe think about it later on. Is that okay? Okay, Mrs. Amber. I'm sorry, I'm talking to Amber tonight. Amber, I think it's time for you to let Mr. Dalton go. I know. You said you would let me speak freely now. Okay. Just let me speak freely. I got my reasons for saying this, Mrs. Dalton. Amber. If I call you Mrs. Dalton sometimes, it's because even myself, I'm for marriage. And I'm for people staying together. And I really want to see y'all make it. And I know I just applied for the job recently, and I just got the job recently, but you know how Skitnana talks. So I've been kind of knowing what's going on for a while. I even knew, honestly, I seen it when it happened. You don't need to know how I seen it when it happened, but I seen it when it happened. And I just want to talk to you freely tonight, if you will. Amber, you're like a lot of women who you did wrong with Wayne. And we know you did wrong with Wayne. And we know that a part of you did wrong with Wayne because you was afraid of real love. I do believe that Mr. Dalton once loved you and that he cared about you so dearly. He cared about you enough that he almost had a heart attack trying to get you the wedding of your dreams. And he wanted everything to be perfect for you. He was so blinded by love that he didn't see that you were kind of in love with somebody else, even until the day of your wedding. And I think a part of you and a part of your soul, you didn't think, and you even said it once or twice, that you didn't think you were worthy to be loved by a man like Mr. Dalton at the time. The love was pure and it was innocent. But I do believe that maybe he wasn't through with some issues himself, because he had been hurt by Chantal, and then he lost road due to Chantal, due to the lie about a child. And I want you to know that we all make mistakes, but you can't keep beating yourself up over a mistake and over the dream of a love that you wanted, over a fairy tale that you wanted. And I just look at you and I just see you blaming yourself. If you would have not let her in your home, if you would have not carried on with Wayne. So many ifs. if he would have never accepted his proposal of marriage. You keep telling yourself these things all over again. Or you might even tell yourself, what if you would have had a son first, or you would have got pregnant sooner? There's a lot of ifs, Amber. But you can't keep blaming yourself, because you're a godly woman and you know that the word doesn't go back void. Some things happen, nothing happened that God does not allow. Amen. God knew the mistakes that you would make before you made them. And what if those mistakes were to make you even a better wife for someone deserving? To make you even a stronger woman for someone deserving? And for the child you lost that you did not grieve properly? That your husband did not grieve with you properly? In the losing of David, what if all that happens so that when you do bear your child, that child will know what love is, because you're going to love that child from the core of your soul and your spirit? What if it was meant for you to go through everything you went through with Mr. Dalton to make you just that much of a stronger wife for someone deserving? What if you will, God gives us the freedom of free will? He does. And sometimes we make decisions that maybe that God didn't intend for us to make, Amber. But he allows it because he knows at the end of it all it will make us stronger. What if Shayla coming in and doing what she did was so that you would be wiser in the friends that you make in the future? What if it was meant? What if God is using you, amen, to be a ministry for Shayla? Because we all know that karma comes. It may not come when we want it to come, but karma always comes, Amber. What if your friendship is something that she will look back on one day and know what it feels like to have a true friend that's closer than a sister and a mother? Because you were both to her in some ways. The way you called her Shebe and you embraced her when her mother wasn't there, when her father wasn't there, when Zachary wasn't there. You were there, Amber. And I said all that to say, stop beating yourself up. You're human. You're human. You don't have to stay in a situation that's hurting you over and over again. How long are you going to punish yourself, Amber? You did what you were supposed to do, Amber. You tried. You forgave him. You allowed him back in your room, in your sacred place. When are you going to stop blaming yourself, honey? This morning, I wasn't supposed to hear what I heard. I was just on the side of the house cleaning up the bushes. Amen. I was just cleaning up the bushes. Yes, I was. Amen. I was cleaning out the bushes, and I heard the way he spoke to you. When he so boldly said, you know, you thinking about swiping his child, and it's all about everybody else, when it's been all about him. Since you allowed him to return, you set no boundaries. He didn't have to do anything to get back in your heart. You just opened up your heart. And you opened up your mind. When are you going to stop blaming yourself for everything that happened? It took two. And the wisdom in me says that he's been hurt too. He was hurt by Chantal when she said she had a baby for him. He was hurt by Ro when she walked away, and because of Chantal. But you can't heal his pain, just like he can't heal your pain. I just want you to know on tonight, Amber, formerly known as Mrs. Dalton, that it's okay. Stop beating yourself up. The conversation that I heard when I was cleaning up the bushes, the way he spoke to you, condescending. He's never talked to Shayla like that before. Oh, yes, I've heard the conversations, man. Don't ask me how I know. I've watched them all from afar. See, Auntie's been around, and Auntie's been through some things. Auntie has a past, too. And you never really asked where Auntie came from, did you? Auntie knows a little bit of everything. Auntie just want to let you know that you are loved and that you are worthy. Despite of everything, losing your child, you went to Bar 44 and you built it back up. When he lost everything, you didn't leave because he didn't have no money. You stayed. And you could have left when nobody blamed you. And even after seeing him lying there with your best friend, you still stood. You still stand by him and love him, and he talked to you the way he did on this morning. We all have to reap what we sow, Amber. You are worthy to be loved. You don't have to beat yourself up for what you did with Wayne over and over and over again. You're not the only one who has karma coming. You don't have to keep suffering. And even though Auntie has already got a lot of lawyers and stuff lined up for you, even though it went on with the proceeding. Oh, you heard? I'm sorry, I was just mumbling right quick. I remembered something. And even though Auntie's giving you this message now, if you decide to stay, stay for you. Stay for you, but never let that Negro talk to you the way he did again. You stand up for yourself. You be the woman that God created you to be. A virtuous woman. You be a woman of pride and standard. And don't you hold your head down no more about your past. Don't let nobody hold your past against you, and don't you hold your past against you. You hold your head up high. Because like brother Anthony, he got to reap what he sowed. Like Sister Mary J. Blige said, you're not going to cry. You've cried enough tears. You've suffered enough. How long are you going to let yourself feel like you owe something to somebody? You don't owe nothing to no man but to love him, and you have loved that Negro. When you sat on that porch and you lifted him up when he was being emasculated every day by Shayla and her mother, you are a gift from God to him. But until he realizes it, you got to move on with your life. And never look back. Never look down at nobody but to lift them up. Or Shayla's going to apologize one day. Yes, because you were her true friend. A lot of people say, that was never your friend. Oh, yes, you were her friend, though. But Auntie just wants you to move on whatever moving on means. I got the lawyers lined up. I got them on speed dial. But whatever move on means to you. I love you, Amber. And Auntie here for you every step of the way. And if you move out, I'm moving with you. Just make sure it's a pool house in the back and somebody to clean the house for real. But Auntie, go get off this phone, cause we not gonna cry. I'm finna have my little champagne. Auntie got a cup. And then cause I got an interview this week with Brother Amon. Amen. That's another episode for another day, but that's neither here or there. You don't know who Amon is. Okay. Amber, we gonna move on, okay? I love you. Auntie love you. And Auntie gonna be with you every step of the way. We gonna get over this together. Heal. All right. Is there anything I need to do for you before I lay down and ready to go to bed and then have my drink? Okay, you good for the night? Okay. Okay, I know you heard me. I know you heard me. But I want you to feel me. I love you, Mrs. Dalton. All right, you have a blessed night, okay? All right. Good night.